in the wake of recent fatal violence under his watch. Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia launches a new single digital payment platform, Ghana.gov, set to transform how application and payment for all government services via online is done. And on the international front, Cuba restricts access to social media and messaging platforms, including the vice president as well. Welcome to NewsBeat is live from the Bohima studio here at Northridge. We're also streaming live on our social media platforms, Metro TV, G8, on all other platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as well. Now, let's take our first story. The Municipal Chief Executive MCE of the Dumasi Assembly in the Ashanti region, Mohammed Salisu Bamba, has withdrawn his application for the reappointment to the position. His withdrawal was contained in a letter addressed to the MMDC's vetting committee. Now, the Draft Secretary Dumasi did not state in the letter whether his action is specifically linked to the disturbances that ensued in the municipality 2 weeks ago, which led to 2 deaths and injuries for others. Now, he, however, said he took the decision for the peace of the municipality and the general growth of the new Patriotic Party MPP. Mohammed Salisu Bamba also thanked President Nana Akufo-Addo for appointing him to the position in his first term, and also thanked the people of Idris Dumasi for voting him as MP in the 6th Parliament. Some aggrieved teachers across the country have given the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, a 1-week ultimatum to address their promotional examination challenges to accord them the ranks due them. The teachers protested at the premises of the Ghana Education Service, the Ministry of Education, and the Ghana National Association of Teachers to drum home their demand.
We are having a father, or we are having a backbone, which is our unions. So we decided to come and report to them that this is what is going on. Please fight for us. We cannot fight on our own. That is the reason why we appoint you people and we contribute money and we pay you every month. That's when issues like this arise, you can fight for us. So we were so happy when we heard the first time that NAT has given them 48 hours to resolve the issue. The 48 hours is still in progress. It is not yet 48 hours. I was surprised my own union is quiet. Till now, NAT is sleeping. NAT is eating and sleeping. The question is, if I am their daughter or I am their wife, will they allow me to be going through this? Do you know where I am coming from all the way to this place today? My children are in the classroom right now. I have to be there and teach, but I took it upon myself to come here to come and fight for myself. So what do I need a union for? Do I need a union? No. Can't a teacher be there without a union? Is there no money box in the various markets? We can buy money box and put our money inside. Than to be contributing for them to be living in this Lazarus place. We are in the class, we are in the now they can't fight for us, not why. We want to know not why. Were you not in the class? Haven't you been in the classroom before? Is it a crime to be a teacher? Not why. If you can't do the work, step down. If you can't do your work, step down. If you don't know your work, step down. So that we will go and do the work on our own behalf. So that when situations like this arise, we will fight for ourselves just like we are doing. We are tired of you, Nats. Thank you.
Passionate submission by...
Opoda will be leading us there in a Community Watch. That's an excerpt from Community Watch program, which will have more aired at 9 p.m. here on Metro TV. Don't miss that detail so that the NAT officials may also get more details and respond accordingly. Let's move on to digitalization. The Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has launched a new single digital platform, Ghana.gov. This new initiative is set to transform online payment for all government services and revenue collection. Now, before we hear from the Vice President, let's hear from the Minister for Communication, Ursula Owusu, who will tell us more about it, and then later we can hear from the Vice President.
Since the MPP took office 4.5 years ago, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has been implementing his vision of a massive transformation of Ghana as we vigorously pursue the Digital Ghana agenda systematically. We're using technology to formalize our economy for growth and sustainable livelihoods, to modernize government processes and service delivery, drive innovation, entrepreneurship, create jobs, and transform businesses. The key pillars underpinning our digitalization include broadband and last-mile infrastructure, digital financial services, digital entrepreneurship, iHubs, economic activity and new jobs, digital platforms, the national ID, address systems, the common platform, data sharing, cybersecurity, and digital skills. Ghana must evolve quickly in response to the transformation wrought by the internet and mobile technology. And since data has become the new oil, we must integrate our systems to derive maximum benefits from machine learning, blockchain, Internet of Things, big data analytics, and other novel technologies. Several attempts have been made to digitize key government services through the e-Transform project in partnership with the World Bank. The eGov project of e-Transform led to the digitization of the then Internal Revenue Service, the Registrar General's Department, the establishment of the Ghana Electronic Payment Platform, GEP, among others. With the passage of time, the sustainability of these initiatives became a challenge. The long-term operational and maintenance costs were not factored into project design, and the usage of proprietary software meant government could not access and utilize our own data generated by these projects. We had actually begun the procurement process for upgrading the Ghana Electronic Payment Platform when we were introduced to what has now become Ghana.gov, and decided to trust our local fintech consortium against stiff opposition, understandably, both internal and external. We've come a long way in 2 years. Over the 4+ years, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, the government of Ghana has also focused on providing the key infrastructure to support the rapid digitization of the country through projects such as National ID Card, the Ghana Post Digital Address System, mobile money interoperability, and the Ghana Interbank Payment and Settlements Platform. These key pieces of infrastructure allow government to establish where and how a government service is to be provided, and convenient payment options for it. This is the core infrastructure that has made Ghana.gov possible today. We're also in the process of implementing a rural connectivity.
Still on the digitalization, His Excellency Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia says that Ghana.gov is a single digital payment platform which will enable the general public to apply and pay for all government services online using either the debit card, credit card, or mobile money. He says it will promote transparency and visibility of the internally generated fund.
Of the Ghana Beyond Aid agenda set forth by His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, whose vision is brought about everything that we are seeing in this digitalization space. Ladies and gentlemen, the interaction of citizens with government has historically been a frustrating experience for most of our population. The bureaucracy is daunting and has resulted in a culture of paying bribes and engaging middlemen known as Goro boys to obtain basic services such as passports and driver's licenses. There is also the problem of people having to travel to Accra or other regional capitals to apply for many government services. And then there is the problem of the leakages of government revenue as cash payments find themselves in people's pockets rather than government accounts. Ghana.gov is the payments and revenue collection platform that provides a single point of access to all services of ministries, departments, and agencies of the government. The platform is available to all citizens, residents and non-residents of Ghana, and can be accessed online at www.ghana.gov.gh or by dialing a short code *222# *222# on any mobile phone, whether it's a smartphone or a YAM phone.
Now, to some other security stories, the president of the Ghana Journalists Association, Roland Afamoni, has called on the national security with immediate effect to take up comments made by Asin Central MP Kennedy Ejapong on the life of Joy FM's Erastus Asare Donko. Now, in a recent comment by the legislator in his channel, on his channel Net2 TV, he threatened to beat the hell out of the journalist after he had given him his testimony on the recent AGGRIEVED killings to the Kumsins Commission of Inquiry. Describing the comment made by Kennedy Ejapong as an open threat, the GJA president said there is a need to deal surgically with the cancer of impunity, the canker of impunity that has stained Ghana's reputation. This, he said, at a joint press conference organized by the Ghana Journalists Association, Media Foundation for West Africa, and others in Accra. Now, Kennedy Ejapong is also said to have been saying or threatening, issuing threats that bothers on security information, and is required by the Ghana Police Service to provide some information, and has called also on the security to be up and doing. Let's go for the bite.
He's well known for his plain talk and verbal jabs. So some may be inclined to dismiss the video in question as a normal rendition of his unrestrained comments and emotional outbursts. However, the hard truth is that Honorable Ejapong's comments ignite concerns of cathedral proportions relative to the most tragic circumstances of SAGA fame 2.5 years ago. The MP, who also owns Net2, had urged people in the Medina area, where his station is located, to beat up Ahmed Swale over his role in the number 12 expose on corruption within the Ghana Football Association, GFA. What followed, and we all know, was the unprecedented savagery which claimed Swale's life. True, we lack the expertise to establish any causal nexus between Honorable Agyepong's comments then and assassination thereafter. That we need no superfluity of evidence to measure the malignant impact of such offensive utterances on some rogue elements in society. Regrettably, the investigations to unravel the facts, expose the killer or killers, and exact justice are taking too long. Attention, please, Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice. With this background, it can be a gamble to toy with the threats against the life of Erasmus Asaredonko. Every life is of sacred worth and intrinsic value. The right to life and personal liberty is of primordial importance, which all Ghanaians everywhere and at all times must enjoy. The life of Erasmus Asaredonko must be protected at all costs, and we urge the National Security Apparatus to take this up with urgent promptitude and utmost seriousness.
The story is still unfolding, and we'll bring you some more details on that. You're still watching NewsBeat here on Metro TV. We'll take a breather. Go back shortly.
The search for a reliable partner in dealing with your U-turn bus needs has been made easier and convenient with SA Automobile. SA Automobile, formerly U-turn Ghana Limited, has been in the business of offering quality U-turn product and services at competitive rates. At SA Automobile, our team of expert staff, management, engineers, and mechanics professionally deal in the sale of U-turn buses, genuine spare parts, its repairs and maintenance at a highly effective workshop with remarkable speed. We also have available the sale of Camel car batteries, Weichai and Kia spare parts, Zonton coaches and light-duty vehicles for everyday movement. Contact us on 020-000-0831 or 054-555-7500. You can also email us info@saautomobilegh.com or visit our website at www.saautomobilegh.com. SA Automobile, the pleasure of doing business with you is all ours.
Bringing you Africa's creme de la creme's classiest hangouts, award shows, end-of-year parties, wedding, graduations, birthdays, fashion or corporate events. Metro Social has got you covered. We present bazaars with je ne sais quoi. Give us a call and we will be there. Whilst at that, join us on Metro Social every Friday at 9:30 p.m. and a repeat on Saturdays and Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on Metro TV.
Welcome to NewsBeat here on Metro TV live from the Akua Boahima studio here at North Ridge. And let's do some more stories. The Accra Police Command of the Ghana Police Service is on a manhunt for a 23-year-old woman allegedly smuggling a weapon into the cantonment police station. According to the police, the suspect concealed the weapon in packs of food meant for the robbery, a robbery suspect on remand. The command's public relations officer shares more insight with Metro News.
On the 11th of July, a lady of about 23 years visited the charge office of the Cantonment Police Station to visit an inmate who was on remand for robbery at the cells. She came along with 2 packs of papaya packaged fast food. And during the inspection of the food, she had hidden a locally manufactured pistol with 1 cartridge. The lady at the time of the search or the inspection was carrying a baby, and so she pretended as if she was giving help to the child, only for her to escape from the charge office. Luckily, the police have been able to retrieve CCTV footages from the charge office, and so the police is on a manhunt for this lady to answer questions as to why she hid a locally manufactured pistol and a cartridge in a food to be served on the inmate.
The Member of Parliament for Subin constituency, Eugene Boanchi Enchi, says he disagrees on the call of the minority asking the Chief Justice to step aside for investigation on his bribery allegations. Now, he says even though he agrees that the Chief Justice Kwesi Yeboah must clear his name, he also thinks that he should still hold his office as Chief Justice. Meanwhile, the editor for the Inside newspaper, Kwesi Pratt, sympathizes with the Chief Justice, bemoaning that even after he clears his name, some people will still believe he actually took the bribe.
From the bit I've come to know about Chief Justice Kwesi Yeboah, I think he's a very principled man, and having to recuse himself from a matter that has his name emet shouldn't be a problem. And I think any decent person would do that, wouldn't have any problem, because his name has been dropped, and the best way for the General Legal Counsel, yes, General Legal Counsel to work is for him to recuse. I don't think you have any difficulty with that.
First of all, the CJ is the chair of the General Legal Counsel, but he is not the chair nor a member of the disciplinary committee.
No, but still, he has to recuse himself, because one or the other, they may have to work together, the 2 bodies. You see, so you may have to recuse. I don't think that should be a problem from the Kwesi Yeboah that I've come to know. I don't think that will be a problem.
Master, this matter is troubling.
Very delicate.
You know, it's troubling because people's reputations are at stake. You know, people's reputations are at stake. And when people's reputations are at stake, we need to tread cautiously.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, I still insist that it's in the interest of the Chief Justice to make sure that a completely neutral body investigates this matter. Now, we are operating on the basis of the principle of separation of powers. Otherwise, I don't know, otherwise I would have strongly advocated that you have a bipartisan parliamentary committee look into it. But I'm not sure how that would undermine, you know.
Now let's go back to the issue of the MC who had withdrawn the position, his position, and thanked the people of Ijura. And we're joined on the line by Abdel Basit Suleiman, who is Metro TV's correspondent in the Ashanti region, to further tell us how far the news has gotten to the people. Basit, thank you for joining us. So how has the news of withdrawal of Ijura Seche Dumas's MC application for reappointment been received by the people of Ijura? Okay, Basit, I think your mic is on mute. If you can unmute, and then we can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Right, thanks.
I spoke with some youth in Ejura this morning, and they indicated to me that this is even overdue. The MC himself, the president should have even sacked the MC before today. But they are happy that the MC in his own will have decided not to re-contest for the position again due to the peace and security of Ejura. If you recollect, during his testimony at the committee, he confirmed that when the incident occurred, he was not able, as the municipal security chairman, he was not at Ejura to secure the security of the residents of Ejura. So they were happy that he himself has recused himself from the committee. And today, today being the 7th sitting for the committee, the Ejura Traditional Council were present at the committee, led by the chief of Ejura, Nana Oseshide the second, who came with the entourage to the committee. But testifying to the committee was the Nifahene of Ejura, Nana Osei and Sabia, who gave some precedent which happened on the 26th up to the 30th of June, because they were well informed about the incident. They were in touch with the youth at that particular moment. They were even calming tension at that particular moment. So they were all here to testify before the committee, and later on appealed to the president and the committee members to, as among other things, to resource the drug police so that they will be able to contain such situation in the near future. Then if I also outlined the relationship between the traditional council, the police, the municipal assembly to the committee. He indicated that to the Ejura should have employed some standard of operating with civilians, but unfortunately that couldn't happen, and it resulted in some casualties. He also lamented on the weak strength of the security services in the entire Ejura municipality as a whole. He made mention of lack of accoutrement for the police personnel over there. The entire Ejura is having only one police station. Even the vehicles to move in and out are problematic to the police over there. And knowing Ejura very well, you know Ejura is a trunk road from Kumasi that links up to Yeji before you cross to the northern region. All these places, they don't have any military detachment. And he also appealed that if possible, government should establish a detachment area at Ejura so that it can serve the people along the Bono East area up to the lake where you can cross to the northern region. So the sitting ends, the committee ends today's sitting after the Ejura testimony, and it has been rescheduled until Friday. According to them, tomorrow, they want to use tomorrow to analyze the videos and other evidences that have been submitted to them. So tomorrow the committee will not be sitting until Friday, and fortunately Friday will be the last sitting for the committee, unless probably they request for another time. Tomorrow will be the last day for the committee sitting. That is what inspired this morning at the committee.
That's interesting. Abdul Basit Suleiman, thank you for the good work. Continue. We'll get back to you definitely for some more details. And he is our correspondent in Ashanti region. You're also watching NewsBeat here on Metro TV. It's time for us to take some business stories, but that will be after this break.
In Ghana and in Africa, there is only one place to look to get that luxurious design and decor for your offices and homes. Visit Jamila Home. We give you the climax of luxury wherever you find yourself. Presidential and executive office furniture, living room sets, dining set, stunning mirrors, adorable wallpapers, lovely king and queen size beds, valuable antiques and antique goods, beautiful chandeliers and more. Into the bargain, we provide caring customer service, prompt delivery service, skilled and artistic full house design and decor services, and free decor ideas for your space. Our products and service is unparalleled, boasting of top-tier clients all over the globe. Jamila Home, home of first-class quality furniture, beautiful chandeliers, and antiques.
Did you know that cloth handkerchief gets dirty and wet after wiping your sweat or blowing your nose with it? Keeping a dirty handkerchief in your pocket or bag is very unhygienic. Reusing it increases your chances of getting sick from germs. That is why I always use Flora disposable handkerchiefs. Flora disposable handkerchiefs is disposable, thus making it a more hygienic option. It's thick and very absorbent. With 10 tissues in a pack, Flora disposable handkerchief is better than a cloth handkerchief. Look out for Flora toilet roll, Flora multi-purpose paper towels, Flora table napkins, and Flora box tissues in a shop near you. For both purchases, call Delta Paper Mail on 0243 033 033.
Welcome back to NewsBeat here on Metro TV with me, Annie Efuampofo. Kennedy standing by to bring us, Kenneth, rather, sorry about that. Kenneth, you're welcome. Good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon, Annie. Well, coming up in business, there's a lot coming up in business. Stay with us. In our first business story, President Akufo-Addo has commissioned the Tumu Business Resource Center to provide strategic support to the domestic private sector operating in Sisala East. This brings the total number of business resource centers established across the country to 67. Now, the president urged the people of the area to make good use of the facility to enhance the development of the local economy of the Sisala West District.
Business resource centers are being set up to respond to the emerging opportunities under the government's One District, One Factory initiative. The purpose is to support small and medium-scale enterprises operating in the district to access financial support and credit, market, as well as business counseling and advisory services. They are being financed by the African Development Bank and International Fund for Agricultural Development, with the National Board for Small-Scale Industries and Gratis Foundation as the two implementing agencies. While in Tumu, President Akufo-Addo commissioned the center to provide support to the domestic private sector operating at the Sisala East district level. He also interacted with the chiefs and people of the area.
In the agricultural sector, the Planting for Food and Jobs program, the Planting for Export and Rural Development program, the Rearing for Food and Jobs, and the fertilizer subsidy are very visible programs in the municipality, and our farmers are benefiting from them.
I'm grateful that there has been progress in several sectors, but that there are still outstanding problems of great concern to you. The main road linking the various areas of the Sisala community. In our first term, we were able to put asphalt on 1,200 kilometers of roads in Ghana. This second term, the program of the Ministry of Roads and Highways is to increase the amount to 1,500 kilometers. My expectation is that it will include the main road here that you have referred to.
The president expressed his gratitude to the chiefs and people of Tumu and urged them to offer the support to ensure that the Business Resource Center is able to provide the necessary assistance to the private sector to enhance the development of the local economy of the Sisala East district and surrounding communities.
Andor has called on insurance companies in the country to adopt the use of technology to improve efficiency and patronage of insurance services in the country. According to him, confidence in insurance services in Ghana is low and can only be improved if insurance companies are fair and truthful with their customers. Michael Kofi Andor was speaking at the launch of the two new insurance products by Vanguard Life Assurance Company Limited.
Patronage of insurance services by Ghanaians over the years has been on a low, and the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic has not made it any better. The managing director of Vanguard Life Assurance Company Limited, George Kojo Addison, has therefore called on insurance companies in the country to be innovative in bringing out products that would benefit their customers. George Kojo Addison was speaking at the official launch of the new Old Students Association Welfare Insurance Package and the Family Welfare Insurance Package introduced by Vanguard Assurance Company Limited.
From 2022, companies will have to put in place innovative products and services so that they can be able to provide quality and capital efficient products and services to the market. So in preparation towards that, Vanguard Life has introduced 2 new products which are capital efficient, which are customer centric, and also COVID-19 compliant.
Some of the students' associations present at the event expressed interest in the product.
Their premium is good for us. You know, you don't want to overburden your members with so much to pay.
The benefits that come with it, you pay as low as 6 cedis, 9 cedis, 14 cedis, and you are paid 9,000, 15,000, and 30,000. I think it's a huge initiative.
The Deputy Commissioner of the National Insurance Commission, Michael Kofi-Ando, called on insurance companies in Ghana to adopt the use of technology to improve efficiency and patronage of their product.
Increased utilization of technology and digitization is proving very crucial in the growing of the insurance market. It is important to point out that the public confidence and trust in insurance will depend to a large extent on fair treatment of consumers, adequate disclosures, prompt responses to consumer complaints, and prompt and adequate payment of claims. Insurance is basically a risk management tool, but it takes products that meet the needs of society, businesses, organizations, associations, families, and individuals for the insuring and general public to see the value of insurance in managing the risks.
The new launched Old Students Association Welfare Package is aimed at solving challenges of students' associations with making contributions for events, while the Family Wealth seeks to provide life cover for spouses and children of breadwinners.
Speaking at the launch, Minister of Finance Ken Ofori-Atta said government can raise as much as 30 billion Ghana cedis in addition to the revenues generated by the Ghana Revenue Authority to help in the development of the country through the Ghana.gov digital platform.
We attempt to bounce back from COVID-19 to build back better and greener will be the defining legacy of the government. Given the fragility of the economy both here and across the world, and the continuing inability of the global financial architecture to allocate resources fairly and equitably, the essential requirement today and for the future is to establish a robust domestic revenue mobilization strategy, and the key to this is technology, a digital platform which will enable the state to be the true visible hand which allocates resources towards economic dynamism and social protection for all. At the Ghana Enterprises Agency launch, I mentioned that all pathways such as austerity measures or the expectation that business as usual can return us on our growth trajectory are woefully premature. COVID-19 is a crisis that requires bold and imaginative measures to lead the charge for a sustainable recovery for our country. That is why we designed and launched the blueprint to our recovery and transformation under the Ghana 100 billion Ghana Cares Obatampa program. As always, I encourage all of us to share and plug into Ghana Cares Obatampa program because it clearly
Now, the price of crude oil went up on the commodities market today at a unit price of 0.34. Cotton went up on the market today to sell at a unit price of 0.02. Coffee also stood at a unit price of 0.00. Let's now take a look at how the cedi is performing against other major trading currencies and also the prices of some commodities on the world market. Well, that's it for business. I'm Kenneth Jesse. Phil John Corte is standing by with the latest in sports. Phil.
Well, thank you much, Ken. Up next, we'll bring you the latest in sports. The Three Lions of England are in the news again for all the wrong reasons. Then we'll go to Kampala, Uganda, and focus on the African rugby. Up next. Well, good afternoon. I come back to the sports segment of the news. We're starting in Geneva, Switzerland, where former world #1 tennis player Roger Federer has pulled out of the 2020 Olympic Games.
Federer, who turns 40 next month, had 2 knee surgeries in 2020.
After this, there's more. Do stay tuned. Ghanaian gospel musician Ohima Mercy yesterday officially launched the 2021 edition of her annual program Tahila Experience. The launch saw other gospel musicians and industry players come to support her as she launched the 8th edition of the annual program. In Accra, saw the Otimimu singer officially unveil the theme for this year's event.
The theme for the year is Beyond the Veil. Beyond the veil. And the purpose of the veil, according to the scripture, was to hide and bar everyone from entering the symbolic presence of God. His birth, life, suffering, death, and resurrection were the ultimate prize required to destroy the manifestation of the veil as anything that separates us from God.
The Asida hitmaker also revealed the guest musicians who will be ministering alongside her on the day of the event, which includes Francis Amo, Uncle Ato, MOG Music, Sisi Chum, Obaba Christie, all from Ghana, Ekweme singer Prosper Ochimana from Nigeria, and Michael Stuckey and Phil Thompson from USA. Speaking exclusively to Metro News Entertainment Desk, Ohima Mercy said this year's event will be on another level and also talked about the venue for the event.
We have prayed about it. We have gone through all the search, but God has not given us the green light. I believe that in the subsequent years, if God gives us the green light, we have a lot of places that we are planning to move Tahila Experience to.
Present at the launch were colleague gospel musicians Sisi Chum, Kwesi Otin, Ife Grace, SK Frimpong, Kofi Owusu-Prepra, actress Martha Ankoma, ace broadcaster Ohiniyeri Gifty Auntie, and a host of others to support Ohima Mercy. The 2021 edition of the Tahila Experience will take place on the 8th of August at the ICGC Calvary Temple at Spinkters in Accra. Fast-rising gospel musician Kofi Owusu-Prepra says young gospel artists like himself are taking advantage of the digital platforms to rake in some money from their songs rather than depending on Gamro. He spoke exclusively to Metro News Entertainment Desk.
What I can say is that we, the upcoming ones, or we, the noun ministers, we are, by the grace of God, we are experiencing the advantages that come with uploading your song on these digital stores. You know, these digital stores, they are helping us. You can get something from YouTube, from what we call Spotify and all of that, the Apple Music. They will give you what is due you. When I'm not saying Gamro won't, but I'm not part of Gamro. Okay. But at least I've uploaded my songs on these digital platforms, and by the grace of God, I'm getting what is due me as a budding artist. So yeah.
Well, that's it for entertainment news on NewsBeat. My name is Harriet Adi. Over to Annie Ampofo for international news.
Thank you, Harriet. There is time for us to take some international updates. Now, on international front, let's go to South Africa. The African Union Commission has, in a statement, condemned the violence in South Africa that has left 72 people dead. The statement said the army has been deployed to combat the violence and thousands have been arrested. The chairperson for the African Union also called for an emergent restoration for order, peace and stability in the country in full respect of the rule of law. The statement further indicated failure to resolve the crisis would have grave impact in the country and the region. And that's all we have for you for the news update here on NewsBeat. We'll take the headlines once again.
Some aggrieved teachers across the country have given the Ghana National Association of Teachers NAT 1 week ultimatum to address their promotional examination challenges according to their ranks. President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo renders an unqualified apology to the people of Wa following recent military brutalities of some residents, with a commitment to ensuring victims are fully treated. Municipal Chief Executive of Ejura Secretary Dumase Assembly in the Ashanti region, Mohammed Salisu Bamba, withdraws his application for reappointment to the position in the wake of recent fatal violence under his watch. Our Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia launches a new single digital payment platform called the Ghana.gov, set to transform how application and payment for all government services via online is done. And on the international front, we went to South Africa, where there's been updates on how the violence is going and how, of course, World Organization bodies are also calling for the details of how to restore peace in the country. Well, that's what we have for you here on NewsBeat at 12. We're back at 4 with News Flash. My name is Annie Efwampo. Thank you for watching.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
It's News Night here on Metro TV and also on DSTV channel 277. In current affairs, we have the latest political and social news. The Business Bit brings you up to speed with the happenings in the world of business, commodities, the stock and forex market. We also have the latest in the world of sports, plus news across our borders in our international segments. We're on air.
Hello and welcome to Metro News Night, live from our studios here at number 8 Avenue Extension here in Accra. My name is Noble Crosby Anna.
And I am Efia Fusua. Coming up, our top stories now.
A very good evening to you and welcome to News Night here on Metro TV. I am Bryce Nana Kwesi Amini.
Hello, good evening. My name is Ania Fomfofo and you're welcome to News Night on Metro TV.
I'll be bringing the latest in terms of sports right here in Ghana, Africa and the rest of the world.